All right, welcome back for another edition of the Principal Sit Down. It is CFO, and so here today to talk to us about what CFO exactly is, I will let them introduce themselves.
I'm Emily, I'm a senior.
I'm Sydney, and I'm also a senior.
I'm Kate, and I am also a senior.
So for what it's worth, this is absolutely my favorite time of year, and CFO is my favorite day of the year. I tell people all the time, it's even more favorite than the first day of summer. I think this day is very special to me. I'm so excited to have CFO season. For those of you out in Padua land, we had nachos for niños today. Delicious, right? Spanish Club. So let's start here. What exactly is CFO and how did it get started? Who wants to answer that?
Yeah, I'll take that one. So CFO, it stands for Christmas for Others. It's one of the biggest student-run fundraisers in all of Northeast Ohio. It was basically designed around to make the holidays better for those who are less fortunate and just kind of brighten their spirits. It's operated under our students. It's like student operated directly under Key Club, also Kiwanis, if you guys know what that is. For 51 years, Padua has come together, and doing this last year we had the 50th anniversary, and it was such an amazing experience. And since it came together in 1971, Padua has raised $500,000 for charity, and I think that's just a really great thing.
How much did you say?
$500,000.
$500,000. Last year alone, we raised over $36,000, not including gifts, I think. I mean, that's
great.
I know, it's great. It's absolutely amazing. So what are some of the events that people are looking forward to?
So I'm going to take that one.
Okay.
So some of the events that I personally have looked forward to are nachos for niños, which we had today, of course. Some good nachos. Coin Wars, which is coming up, where we spend time with the class, all the energy. It's amazing.
What is Coin Wars? Because it started today.
Yeah.
So, and it wraps up on Tuesday next week, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so tell everybody out there a little bit about it.
So it's more of like kind of a class rivalry kind of thing, where we all bring in money in coins, and then at the end of, I think, Tuesday next week, we all come together in the gym, and we have a certain amount of time to bring down all our coins and try to get the most for our class.
Right. And there's some rules.
Yeah, there's also, if you bring in dollars, it actually subtracts from the totals of the other classes. So like that last like half an hour rally, everyone's always running across the gym and like putting it in. Like a lot of times the seniors get like filled with all the dollar bills.
Oh, you already did. I hate to tell you this, but Mr. Banyas, Dana Banyas was in today. He's like, DiRocco, where should I put this money? I was like, well, we got to start with this.
Oh, you got to put it in the faculty.
Come on. Faculty never stand a chance. We always lose on this one. So what other events? So you've talked about Nachos for Niños. We have Coin Wars. What else do we have?
Coming up, we have our Italian dinner, and then at the end of the season, we have our CFO Mass, and it's always awesome to see all the money announced and given out to the charities.
Yeah. So why is CFO really so important? And tell us about some of the organizations that CFO goes to support.
So CFO is really just about giving back to community and just like giving back to everyone that we can around the community. And it's just such a great way to get involved as well. Some of the charities that we support, we have COAR, that's like an El Salvador like mission trip charity. Right. We have Advent for Others, A Special Wish, Parma Hunger Center, Parma Animal Shelter, St. Francis School, St. Herman. So there's just a lot of local charities and just like more international like Catholic charities that we support too, like around the country. So
what are some ways our parents and aunts and uncles, and because I've gotten some phone calls already, and we've gotten some social media questions about, hey, I don't go to school there anymore, I'm an alum, or I'm a grandma or grandpa. How can I contribute? So do you guys have any ideas?
Oh yeah, of course. So you can always like send in some donations or for our collections for each class if you want to ask your student what their class is sponsoring this year. Like for seniors, I know we have baby stuff, so like bottles and baby toys and all that kind of stuff. You can join us for the CFO Mass, which is the last day of the season. And I know the Italian dinner is open for parents as well.
Very nice. Anything else you guys want to mention in there?
If you don't have a student, I know like they still have the donation bins. You can come in anytime, like during the school day.
Yeah, so they can come. So that's a good point. So anybody out there, if you have donations you want to drop off, and I'm sure that all this information is available on our website, right? So go to PaduaFranciscan.com. You can see the different things that we're collecting. So you can come in between 8 o'clock and really 2 o'clock is best. If you get here close to 2:30, you'll never get out of the parking lot, right? So between 8 and 2. We also have 2 home basketball games, I think a boys and a girls, the 2 nights before, Tuesday and Wednesday before CFO. So actually the lobby will be available to drop things off up until about 9 o'clock p.m. So you have to, and stay for the basketball game, watch the Bruins win, right? So those are opportunities as well. What is your favorite part? I want everybody to answer this. What's your favorite part about the Mass on the 16th, about CFO liturgy?
Yeah, so my favorite part about the CFO Mass, and I have to agree with Mr. DiRocco, CFO, it's one of my favorite, the CFO Mass is one of my favorite days. It's been like that since my freshman year.
Yeah.
I think my favorite part of the Mass, it's more personal to me because I got to help read the speech last year and actually give out those and announce those winners and for the charities, who we were giving what to
Yeah.
and how much. And I just loved seeing the joy on everyone's faces because some of them were just so excited, and it meant so much to them to see how much we gave to those charities
Yeah.
and how much we really donated. And it was just really great to see all the smiling faces, knowing that not all of those charities have
Right.
are lucky to have what we have every day, and just helps me to remember to not take things for granted, especially around the holidays, because me being upset over not getting something on my Christmas list, whereas people people don't have coats, people don't have
People
the
don't
things-
even have Christmas lists, right?
right.
Yeah,
People
right.
don't have things that just basic necessities that we take for granted. So
Beautiful.
I love watching that.
How about you, Manu?
I'm gonna have to agree with Sydney on this one because I was the other person who was helping reading off who got stuff for donations and collections for the charities, and it was awesome seeing the different emotions and expressions on their faces and how thankful they were, and helping give them all out and loading them into the cars at the end of the.
Yeah, when you
Mass.
actually get to see who it goes to, it
Oh,
makes
yeah.
a significant difference in the lives of the giver, right? Better to give than to receive. How about you?
I think they
Yeah.
said it pretty well, but I also just like how, it's all, everyone comes together at the end of the year. It's kind of the last day we're in here for
Yeah, right.
2022, and it's just all the Christmas spirit. Everyone's excited for break, but also just excited of everything we've done the whole month. It's just a really good feeling overall.
Yeah, so I'm with all of you, but I just like that feel. You come in, you're here for CFO Mass, right? You go and get some Jack Frost donuts. You hang out. It's social time. It's us being together. It's prayer. It's a Christmas concert. And this year we're going to do a little 12 Days of Christmas fun. Yeah, absolutely. CFO is it's a blessed time for me to be part of this community. So I can't thank you enough for the work that you do to be leaders, especially for CFO, right? The most important day of the year for me and for many of us. So any last closing thoughts before we head out?
Donate.
Yeah,
Please feel free to donate. Yeah.
there you go. Play loud and donate. Go CFO.